Android Studio 3.4 is now available for download on the Stable channel, along with version 3.4 of the Android plugin for Gradle. This version of Android Studio fixes a number of issues and adds few new features. A resource manager, new capabilities to the project structure dialog, and enables R8, our new code shrinker by default. This release is an incremental quality release as part of Project Marble, and it's specifically light on new features in order to fix primarily on bug fixes and quality. Stay tuned for even more on Project Marble updates in the 3.5 release. The Resource Manager is a new tool that helps you manage your application drawable colors and layouts. You can bulk import resource files in your project, convert SVGs into vector drawables, visualize your resource without having to open them, and even drag and drop drawables from the Resource Manager onto the layout editor. Coinciding with the Navigation Library stable release, the Navigation Editor in Android Studio now supports all types of arguments, which means no need to manually edit your navigation file for previously unsupported types. The project structure dialog has been redesigned and includes many new improvements to help you configure project properties without manually editing your build Gradle files. It includes rich UI support for working with module variables. You can explore the dependency graph of your project with the new Resolve Dependencies view, and use the suggestion page to manage dependency conflicts and updates. If you start using Jetpack and Firebase classes in your code, we added a new intention action that suggests adding the required Gradle library dependency to your project, if you haven't already done so. On the build side, we have now made R8 the default code optimizer for Android builds, replacing ProGuard. Previously, separated tools were used to handle different stages of compilation, desugaring of Java class files, dexing, code shrinking, and optimizations, making the build process longer. Android Studio 3.1 introduced D8, a new code dexer that takes on desugaring and transforming class files into Dalvik bytecode. With Android Gradle plugin 3.4 and higher, we are replacing the last part, code shrinking and optimization, with R8, a single tool that combines the functionality of D8 and ProGuard, resulting in noticeable build performance improvements. Keep in mind, R8 is designed to work with your existing ProGuard rules, so you shouldn't need to make any changes to start using R8. We tested against the Center Tracker project, and the shrinking plus dexing time was nearly 50% faster than using ProGuard. R8 supports Android library projects as well. If you experience issues using R8 when building AARs, please report a bug on our tracker. You can also disable R8 for only your Android library projects with this code in your Gradle file. By default, R8 works as a drop-in replacement for ProGuard by running in a compatibility mode. There is also a full mode available which enables more optimization, but the compatibility with ProGuard is no longer assured. You can enable the full mode by adding this line to your Gradle property file. If you're still using the ComAndroid feature plugin to build your instant app, Android Gradle plugin 3.4 will show you a deprecation warning. To make sure you can still build your instant app on future versions of the plugin, migrate your instant app to the Dynamic Feature plugin. Doing so allows you to build and publish a single instant-enabled Android app bundle for both the instant and installed versions of your app. When building native libraries, NDK compile is now deprecated, and it will produce a build error if you try to use it. You should instead use either CMake or NDK build to add C and C++ code to your project. Enjoy Android Studio 3.4 and remember that we are listening to your feedback on our bug tracker. You can test early builds of Android Studio 3.5 on the Canary channel. See you soon.